Hello, welcome back to our second week or third week of NACE games. We have Overwatch playing, and so we have Overwatch Varsity playing, and we also have our Academy team playing. Varsity is going to be playing East Tennessee State University, which I believe is going to be a best of 5 as usual. And this is actually our first week for Academy team, and they're going to be playing University of Mary Washington. So it's going to be a doubleheader. We're only going to be streaming one game. But after our Overwatch game, we're going to be also streaming League of Legends. So be on the lookout for that. Got my co-host Duckworth here.
Hello.
This is going to be an interesting stream because we have been around these people and the way they train with each other and adapting to the new team setting. What are your thoughts, man? You've seen Happy play a decent amount, see his improvement throughout semesters.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts? Have you ever, seen them or casted before?
All right. No, it's the first time I've casted before, but I have seen Gabe play. I've heard him talk a lot about the team and everything. It seems like they got pretty solid plans, like when it comes to like team comps, whatnot. Overall, it should be a good match.
Yeah, I mean, they usually, even if it's not, their way, they always fight hard and try to implement new strats that they've been working on through scrimmages or practices. Even today, they were here a couple hours early, just warming up, getting their strats together and just getting their team comp up. And for Academy, it's their first week, so it's it's their time to kind of try to do something with it. Even though I believe that University of Mary Washington is only varsity teams, which could mean that they're really good and that's like their only team, or it could mean that that's the only people they have, so that's why they're varsity team.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be an interesting game for sure because I believe the last 2 weeks have kind of been rough for Shawnee. It's just been like they haven't been able to find their groove compared to last season where they had Zephyr We have a new player instead of Zephyr kind of filling in, which is hard to adjust to, especially when it's like 3 years into the team.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting to see. I'm not really sure what ranks these teams are, but I would assume they're somewhere between masters, grandmasters, around that range. So it's going to be an interesting competition, uh, especially with like the new updates and everything. Juno changes and everybody having different stuff going on with them. Um, but yeah, we should be getting into this game relatively soon. But you're on the Rocket League team, right?
Yep.
So how's that season going for you guys? Is it looking up? How's it going?
Currently we have, I mean, for lack of a better term, steamrolled every team we've played so
Hmm.
far.
Right.
We actually let our sub play the first match. It
Hmm.
was that much of a steamroll.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's been good. We got a solid roster with us.
Completely new team for you because you played with this guy, you played with Fire Raptor, Quiet Killer, and now
Yep.
you have a completely different roster for your last year, which I did hear like over the summer you guys played and it was really good. You guys placed pretty decent in tournaments.
Yeah, we got top 12 in the East and like all of the country.
Yeah, which is very huge.
Mm.
But then you guys got on campus with the preseason and everything. It just didn't really click as well, right? But it seems like you guys have found that momentum again, where it's like you're used to this environment,
Hmm.
being in this room, being around people who are supporting you or helping you out. For them, it's kind of new to actually have an environment like that. So I feel
Mm.
like that definitely played into it. But um, when do you guys play next? Friday?
I believe it's tomorrow,
Oh,
actually.
and do you know who you're playing yet?
No idea who we're playing against, but we do have a packed schedule 'cause we have Wednesday, we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We all have things for different conferences.
Just a lot at once
Hmm.
going into it, but it's always nice to see like how people adapt and get used to their environment and like that plays into it. Because I was talking to Taco Stash after last game, that's what he was saying. He was like, it's just coming into a room every day, like 3 to 5 a lot of time, having practice and
Hmm.
just putting in time is completely different from sitting in your room,
Yeah.
for hours on end.
Having the face to face is definitely a lot different because you definitely feel more like accountable when something goes wrong instead of just like blowing it off. It's like
Yeah,
you're both there, so you have to assess it.
yeah.
So it's a lot different because there's a whole different dynamic played
Mhm.
into it when you're face to face compared to online.
100%. It's like you can't blame it on the lag,
Hmm.
You're all
We are all on the same page.
yeah, so it's like, oh, that goes out the window.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's always nice seeing like teams come together like that, even if it's a, brand new team, you guys like gelling and kind of building that chemistry
Hmm.
to, be one of the best in the conference or even in the country, to be honest.
Yep.
So kind of makes it easier to approach teams that are like are significantly like they have pros or
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like having somebody behind you who is probably going to be there, that comes with playing with them a lot and
Hmm.
building that chemistry. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see tomorrow. Definitely stay tuned for that stream because we will be streaming that as well. But yeah, that's a little bit of Rocket League talk from Douglas right here. uh I don't know why his name is misspelled on here, but that might be a technical issue. But
I think you need to learn the English language. That's what I think
hey,
you
it's
need
my
to do.
second language. Give me a break. Let's take it easy. I'm learning. I'm trying. I have learned all my English from movies and TV shows. Um, but yeah, I believe our League of Legends team is also playing like their best matchup so far, rank
Mm.
wise. Because so far it's been that they've been playing like Masters and like
Yeah.
our League of Legends team is very uh like the rank is very what like
Very swayed.
yeah, very swayed. Like we have
Goes from
silvers, but we
silver to
also have
like one of the
diamonds.
higher ranks in the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's hard to play with that team, but again, like I said, if you have that chemistry, even a team with, lower ranked players, you can kind of make do. And so far they've been playing only masters, I believe, but this team, I believe they have like one master, two diamonds, and two
Yeah.
emeralds. So it's a little bit more their
I
speed. So
have heard
that's
they do have strategies going into these higher teams
okay.
instead of just playing. They basically, the second they get to level 3, from what Nick's told me, they all get to level 3 and they just run it down.
Mhm.
On cooldown, they just go at someone and just ruin their game.
Just bum rush.
So you try to just go one lane the whole game.
Okay.
That's their strategy.
I wish I knew a little bit more about the game to talk about it, but we will be getting into our first game here on Lijiang Tower. Um, Seems that this both teams are running very different strats here. Ooh, Basilisk switching to the Reaper last second. Just wanted to get that teleport out there so that his team could get a little bit of a speed boost. Um, but yeah, we have a Ram going against a Reinhardt, and the healers are completely different. We have Juno Baptiste for East Tennessee, and then we have uh, Lucio and Moira, which, you know, they both have the speed factor where they want that speed boost going in, whether it be to like get out or to get in. But we see here East Tennessee kind of just getting pushed back, not really able to push all the way forward. Smitty looking to get some damage here, build some all charge.
With the healers, I think, especially with East Tennessee, they have to play the two harder healers with the BAP, simply because Reinhardt just takes so much damage. Like even though he has a shield, he takes way more damage than Ram does.
For sure.
So they had to account for that.
He doesn't have that absorb technique where he can just kind of stand there and slowly back up. Once Reinhardt charges forward, it's like you have to hit your shots or you're not going to make it through. But here we're seeing a pretty equal trade. I think East Tennessee's up right now, but Basilisk is just going to try and stall it out as much as he can. He sees dot bets come back. And
this is actually a great stall.
Yeah, they still haven't gave up the point. He milked it as much as he could, and I think they're going to forfeit point here. Yep. The whole team is regrouped. Basilisk able to maybe get like 10% more than he would have if he just left. So
that's a good. That is a good mail.
yeah, the mail coming out, freezing Smitty on the way out. Unfortunately, not able to fully escape here. And I think East Tennessee's going to catch up a decent amount.
Shawnee is going to start having the ult advantage soon, though. They didn't use 2 ults to take point. East Tennessee did, whereas Shawnee has yet to use a single ult. So
that is true.
They will have ult advantage going in these next couple fights.
Yeah, we see Sojourner almost ready. They have their Reaper ult. They have their Moira and Ram ult, which they could combine into something pretty useful here, and they're probably looking for it. Here comes out Juno's ult for East Tennessee.
This shatter is going to come down to who wins this fight. If this Ryan can get off a good shatter.
Ooh, the McCree putting up his, or using his ult and not really getting much out of it here. Ram just pushing out the site, getting a decent amount of damage on all 3 of those kills, sweeping out more than half the team, and Shawnee regaining possession after letting up 61%.
They are going to have 3 ults, Shawnee, compared to the 2 that East Tennessee will have, because they both invested 2 for 2, but Shawnee just had better ult economy. So
yeah. Right
now, this next fight looks like it should go to Shawnee if all goes to plan, unless this Ryan gets an amazing shatter.
Yeah, that's the one thing that they really have to look for here, because I think if Baptiste is able to use his window kind of at the same time, ooh, gets us
it's both supports.
Both support going down there, but at the moment it's looking like East Tennessee is going to sweep this, even though Smitty picks up a singular kill there, and that's going to be a team kill for East Tennessee. And Shawnee at 75, they still have a pretty good push coming out here, because they have beat drop and also railgun now.
What I want to see out of Shawnee here, honestly, is to go aggro with the B and just let Happy just kind of walk him down to get close to his ult so that he could stall for longer, so you can keep that Nemesis form that whole time.
Especially with them having window and almost having Blizzard. Oh, May picking off Basilisk. This is going to be a very huge setback here. That's 2 down for Shawnee, 3 down for Shawnee. They still haven't used B. May using her ult to kind of secure that, and I think
he's going to try to stall with B.
I think he will be trying to stall. Ooh, he gets on top. Gets a pretty good beat there.
Good beat, but he's losing health fast.
It's going to get melted, unfortunately. The creep popping his ult to avoid touch here, I believe. Basilisk getting dropped by the mate again, and Happy's
just going to get bloody blocked.
Yeah. First round goes to East Tennessee here. A pretty close one, back and forth constantly, not really just a roll, which I think Basilisk getting picked off there was a big setback, especially at like 70% for East Tennessee. Kind of just fully disrupted their whole game plan, which obviously the May did a phenomenal job just, being a sickle reaper.
We are going to see a swap from the May to the Echo on this map
True.
for East Tennessee.
I believe that's the only swap so far.
Yep.
They might swap the Symmetra for the quick teleport, but at the same time, with the Lucio, they might not really. Yeah, there it is.
There it is,
So
yeah.
it's just a
They're going to try to
Symmetra.
get all the way to Bridge before they can. But they do also have the Juno, so
True.
they will get there around the same time.
Look, here comes the Ryan around the corner. They recognize that there's an Echo. It's kind of a problem. But
Yeah, we do not really have a counter for Echo besides Sojourn.
Yep. East Tennessee kind of just playing around point. Shawnee on point, playing around the main pillar in the middle. Echo in the air, gets dinked.
Ooh.
It's half. I think he's looking to mow him down. He's going to get healed up.
This Ryan is just so oppressive. They just cannot hold sight. They just walk at them.
Ooh, he's
It's a good slow.
Kind of slowed down in a corner. He's all the way back up.
Yeah.
Ryan comes around the corner here. He's going to try and pick some off here. Happy, looking critical. But he's going to...
They did force out land.
Yep. The lamp is gone. And Ryan
And there he
falls here.
goes.
Basilisk gets the pick. And Smitty cleaning up, gets the McCree. Dotbest just trying to keep his team alive while they just clean up. Basilisk putting in a clinic, just taking out the Juno as
And
well.
they're gonna stagger the map hard too.
Yep. Kenny or the Fox getting a pretty good boop off, delaying their push here. Smitty just trying to get a cheeky little card going here, up to 75, 80, 100. Just has his right click ready.
It is scary about this next fight. If this Echo does come in with copy early, he copies Ram, and then by that time, Ryan will have Shatter. Oh, he copies
bad Reaper.
Reaper.
The beat drop comes out from Shawnee.
They also invest Wall.
Yeah, Echo ult down, but Sojourn and Lucio go down for Shawnee here. The Moira ult coming out here, trying to keep his team alive. Basilisk is still alive.
We
and
do
he
still have
does
Blossom.
his
There
ult.
it is.
He brings the Blossom out,
That's
takes out
The
two.
fight with Shawnee's
Happy
now up.
Reinhardt sweep, and Basilisk
Oh.
is just running him down with the help of his team here. Nice little team kill to secure probably another 15 to 20% here.
Yeah, they are going to have East Tennessee is going to come out with a huge ult economy compared to Shawnee now after that fight, though.
This is true.
Once again, that Shatter is just so oppressive. They just have to play spread out because of that Shatter.
Yeah, and if he gets a big shatter, they could combine with Juno or even Queen, to be honest. There comes out the Juno ult. Ryan is just going to drop his shield and start swinging. 2 down, 3 down, and that's a quick team kill. And they only used... Oh, they used 2 ults there.
They use Copy and Juno.
Copy, yeah. So they still have Deadeye and Shatter here. Shawnee just trying to get a few damage points in, build up their ult charges here. They have the Sojourn Railgun and also Ramatra's ult. I think Bass is just going to try and...
Gotta watch out in this hallway for Shatter.
True.
He's looking for it. But he's just
Unless
going to
he
go down
drops
pretty
here.
fast. Yeah, there's Shatter.
Shatter comes
no
out.
one.
The Panic Shatter comes out. Doesn't get anybody. Still looking very huge. Ram ult coming out, picking off the Reinhardt, but Echo in the back line able to pick off Dotbats here. But for the rest of the team, Happy and everybody else just clean up with only using 1 ult there, I believe.
So
Or
last
2
fight,
ults.
if they are able to touch, which I don't think they are, will come down to they only have support ults, so it is just going to come
Echo
down.
might be able to just fly in here.
Yeah, she's going to be able to touch. So's Ryan.
Yep. The window
There
coming
goes
out.
the window. There's also
Ooh,
the Cole.
Echo goes down there. Beautiful pick by Smitty. Cola comes out from Dotbats here, and they're just going to try and clean this up here. Happy looking kind of low, but he's being kept up by his team. Ooh, Basilisk falling here, but they get double trade,
Oh, there he
and
goes.
it's only the Reinhardt, and that's going to be the second round for Shawnee State here.
Yeah, on that last fight, they kited that BAP window perfectly backside up until right about when it was about to go down. They started the run out again, and they just absolutely just pummeled their back line and just left the Rhine alone.
Yeah, and then Smitty knew that Echo was flying backside as well, so he kind of pivoted back there just to try and get that pick, and he successfully did, which I believe gave
That 1v1 was
Shawnee
huge.
a big boost there. But yeah, round 2 goes to Shawnee, so all comes down to this right here.
Plan to win or expect to lose.
The composition, seeing some changes on East Tennessee again. They're bringing out the Brigida, which could be a power play just to accompany that Reinhardt the whole time. The quick Symmetra teleport, switch to Reaper, speed boost in, and here we go. Team fight starts. They recognize Echoes on the outer layer, trying to just get a pick here. Oh, just gets the crazy headshot on the Echo, putting East Tennessee down 1. Reinhardt kind of getting melted here, and Happy's just going to try and focus him, but I think he's the only one who is actually active trying to focus him. The shield could go down here, and they recognize this. He puts down a shield, and ooh, there goes Dotbats, but his orb actually trades Juno for him. Bastus going backside, gets the health pack. Happy getting another kill. It's Brigida and McCree versus Basilisk and Ram, and Bass going down here. It's a 2v1. Shawnee still has sight, so he's probably just going to try and
stall his block as much as he can.
Yeah, unfortunately, even having Dotbats at his back, he's not able to catch. Ooh, Ryan
keep
with
trickling to the Ryan.
Crazy 4K there, pretty much. I believe the team thought that Happy was able to get out there, and they weren't able to keep him up because so much damage was output.
Unfortunately, Pin does do a lot of damage.
This is true. This brings him down to 1 hit.
Oh, that's a really good
double
shatter, too.
And that's probably going to be another sweep here, unless Happy's able to get out here. Nope, there goes Happy. And at this point now, I think Shawnee just has to play around their ults.
Yeah.
Right now, they still have worse ult economy than East Tennessee. East Tennessee's coming up on 3. Shawnee only has 2, but Happy's about to get his. But seeming that Tennessee has both their support ults, this is the time for Lucio to try to just build his ult charge ASAP here.
This map is just so oppressive for
The
people like
copy
Ryan.
from Mantra comes out. True. Very, very true. There's the Ram ult, the copy Ram ult, just picking him off, and that's going to be a sweep again, I believe. Yeah. But now, oh, Happy used his ult too. I did not recognize that. So that, and we used Cola. So we're actually...
Ult economy's about even. We're going to have one more than them in this next fight.
Yeah. Ryan's going to develop his ult, but we're about to have Death Blossom and Saturday here.
And it's all going to come down to that Ryan gamble. Why Ryan is such a good tank sometimes, because that Shatter can literally change the outcome of a fight.
Yep. Shatters 2 squishies, gets 2 picks.
And all of a sudden you're up 2.
Yeah, immediately down a lot. Bastos seeing the Echo. Smitty turning around. McCree looking for an ult here. I believe they're going to try
and kite this.
Lucio ult this into the point.
They're
going to speed boost first, and then, ooh, there goes.
Actually,
they might not even have to.
Yeah.
Happy getting 2 picks. Ooh, Fox trying to pick off that McCree all by himself, getting picked off, unfortunately. Ooh, Smitty picking off the Echo, though, kind of giving them a few seconds of breathing room. Right now, they only have beat drop. Cola is building up, but the enemy team is about to have Shatter and Juno ult.
Again, it's all just going to come down to how well they spread out for that Shatter.
Yep.
Because this is just an open corridor.
They have a Tracer now instead of an Echo. Probably just for quick damage.
Yeah. Now that you use that shield, he's free to Shatter. There's no way to block it. It looks like he wants it. Yep, there it is. And that's 2 down.
Brings it out. Ooh, the Lucio ult comes out kind of big here. Because there he,
And Ryan actually goes down first.
Ryan goes down, and Juno ults here. I think Bass is just going to try and play off angles here. There goes McCree, looking for the Juno. Juno 1 hit on site, going down to Dotbats.
That's just the Brig.
Yep, Brigida pops her ultimate too, just to try and stall. It's only the Tracer at the moment. And he's going to pop Cola
Just
to
Ryan?
avoid Ryan touching here, and they're not going to.
They're not gonna be able to touch.
Yeah, Logan with the little 360 popping off there. And that's game 2. Shawnee with the reverse sweep on Lijiang Tower. So I believe the first point is now, or yeah, the first game goes to Shawnee here. And now it's going to be East Tennessee's pick, I believe. Ooh, player of the game by Happy. Oh, we're not going to show it. Oh, we are. Oh, we are. We're clutch. Yeah, this was very huge because he kind of just started walking him down. And at this point, they were already capping point, so it was kind of a game over there. But yeah, there we go. That was game 1. At first, the first point was pretty close. They went back and forth swinging. But Shawnee never swapped their meta, their comp. They kind of just stuck with what they knew and just brute forced it.
Their brawl comp is super good. They just have to get in the groove of doing it because sometimes it looks like they're not all coordinated, but once they're coordinated, their brawl comp is very lethal.
Yeah,
especially with that Reaper.
Yeah, because once Bask just starts getting picked, Smitty kind of just pops off. Just gets his crazy Sojourn picks.
Smitty always winning those ones against the Echo was a huge pushing point in that match too.
Very much. Or even with his orb and stuff, just getting that damage and ult charge is a very big factor of how the game can turn out. And Happy just staying on top of things with both his healers constantly supporting him. I think East Tennessee were trying to go more support for Reinhardt, where they actually, I don't know if that was really the problem per se. It was more just our team getting crazy picks. Like the first point when May got those headshots, that kind of determined the game.
Yeah.
They were able to sway it and just take it home.
That player was their rising on the first point and their downfall on the next two because he did kind of overextend sometimes once he swapped Echo. That did kind of throw some of their points away when they had really nice fights going on.
Because like that one point where we were like, the Echo's probably going to touch here, and I don't even think she did.
She didn't even touch. She didn't get in.
Because I think Reinhardt was the one who touched, and she just got picked off before the fight started, which not only are you in a 4v5, like mentally, you see that in your kill feed, and it's like, you're already like.
And they instantly had to drop window from BAP because they were down a player, so they had to keep him in the fight.
Yep, instead of like using it a little bit later on to keep his Rhino up. But yeah, that's game 1. I believe the next one is gonna be hybrid. We're gonna be playing on Kings Row possibly. It is East Tennessee's pick of map since they lost. And this is a best of 5, so there's still a lot of chance for East Tennessee to come back and just sweep us. So it's going to be interesting.
It will be interesting to see because some teams are a lot better at push than they are points.
Yeah, true.
So.
Like they're known for certain game modes. Like Shawnee loves playing hybrid. They love their Kings Row. That's been their staple.
Everybody loves Kings Row.
Everybody does love Kings Row, and if you don't, I'm not saying anything, but yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting to see because they have been practicing a new strat, which they tried to show the academy team, and they kind of just rolled us. But that's kind of expected to happen. But we'll be transitioning into our second game, I believe, shortly.
It'll be interesting to see because I do know on their attack side they have been cooking up something for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
On this map, it will be interesting to see if they do pull it out today.
Yeah, I mean, I believe they did like the first week that they played and it didn't really work out too well. I'm not sure if they've brought it back out yet, but
Happy was telling me that they did, and they did kind of revamp it a little bit.
Okay.
From the first time.
So they had a few tweaks and changes just to make it more.
It made it a little more oppressive on the healers.
Gotcha. But here we go, Shawnee on defense first. Sticking with the Lucio and Rand.
Hey, East Tennessee looks like they're going to stick with the exact same comp from the first map, actually, depending on what Burmau picks.
Yeah, Burmau goes May as well, which makes sense, actually, because they're attacking. Unless... Oh,
he does go May.
Okay. I'll take my statement back. I'm not knowledgeable enough
Both
to say that.
Both teams are the exact same.
Hey, wait, go back to dot bats. Go back to dot bats. Wait, hey, in the Rabidae. In the Rabidae, okay. But, yep, here we go. First defense of Shawnee.
It's going to be interesting to see because how oppressive May is in Orion.
Yeah.
How this Ryan's gonna be able to play around this.
Because when Smitty and Happy
There's an
play,
early pick.
yeah, that pick is very huge because this completely pushes them back around the choke point. But whenever Smitty plays May, I have seen him just hit the craziest walls for Happy, completely shutting out their escape route. So it's going to be interesting to see him on May and not Sojourn, because Bast is also a very crazy
Another early
Sojourn.
pick.
There's a pick, and they're walled off, so they're going to push up a little bit, try to get something. They forced
There's
out Lamp.
Lamp.
Yep, get
it all
McCree,
trickles.
get Baptiste, get Reinhardt. May is the only one surviving. She won't be too long here. And that wasn't a team kill because of the early pick, but it was a team kill.
And these early picks have been devastating so far. They've wasted a whole minute.
And the alt charge that has been built up for Shawnee is pretty menacing at the moment.
Basilisk is like 30% above almost everyone else in the lobby currently.
Which is insane. Which kind of just shows like he's just building it up by just doing raw damage.
And also, he has no one to challenge him up on that high ground.
Ooh, Basilisk gets a pick, but then both the DPS get picked off here. And I think they're just going to get pushed off
they're
here
gonna have to kite.
unless they try to contest, which I don't think would be the best idea.
They might be able to recontest with Lucio to try and stall for when the DPS get back, but it doesn't look like they will.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that's what they're planning. They just give them. But now, it's trying to get a little bit of damage and ult charge going. Yeah, Basilisk's getting that pick, and then both the DPS just getting swept off kind of really messes things up when you're holding that tight of defense. But
I just realized East Tennessee actually swapped over to Lucio as well.
oh, you're right. They don't have a Juno.
Yeah.
That might have been like first pick or first play.
I think it was actually during, after that second fight he swapped off, because he was the first one to die in the second fight. I think he realized that the Lucio speed was just better than the Juno speed.
Sojourn here, though, just kind of popping off. Basilisk and Happy popping their ults together, and now we have 3 other ults almost ready to go.
A shatter in this choke could be huge. This could give East Tennessee a lot of push if he once again gets a good shatter. But we have yet to see an amazing shatter yet. Still waiting for one of those as a Ryan player myself.
He's on the lookout for it. Basilisk combo here getting refilled up to full.
You can tell the way the Ryan's moving. He wants to shatter. You can tell when a Ryan player wants to shatter.
Yeah.
You might actually do it here as they walk out. Yep, there it
is.
is. And that's a great. That's actually a perfect block from the May wall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He puts up those May walls at the most perfect time somehow, and completely saving his team from possibly a team kill there.
Yeah.
And Ryan's gonna get staggered here. Yep.
That was a huge fight for
Team
Shawnee.
kill.
It is going to come down to just the 2 May ults next fight.
True.
Oh, and they will. East Tennessee will have Lucy ult eventually.
Yeah, actually, probably immediately once
Yeah.
they start. He gets any damage here. Yep, there it is. He gets the beat drop. They're probably gonna look for it as soon as they see.
Yeah, they're going to beat off this. Yep, there it is. And then probably once this runs out, they'll probably May ult back, I would assume.
Big slow though, getting a lot of damage. Ooh, the Reinhardt getting picked off because the lamp was misplaced, I believe.
Yeah.
So now they're without lamp and without a tank. Baptiste getting melted here. 3 of them were
Just so many
extremely low.
headshots.
And there goes one. And speed boost here just to get walled
That's
off.
a really
and,
good wall.
And Smitty just gets picked off, which is unfortunate. But they might be able to catch off this May here if they keep pressuring. But they're going to fall back because they don't have the Ram shield right here. McCree's ult coming up. They also have Window. Whereas for Shawnee, we have Railgun already again. And Happy getting picked off there. Fox going back to Taxi his May, but
East Tennessee invested window, and I think he got caught out on a bad part.
yeah,
Just there was nowhere to go, and he was just getting pummeled.
and no speed boost, nothing. Ooh, Basilisk here
Pretty
with
good
a
stall.
crazy contest, but I don't think it's gonna be
It's not gonna
worth it
matter.
at the end, yeah. Gets out without dying though, which is huge. There comes out the McCreel, and the wall goes
It's a
up.
gray wall.
That's probably what happened, actually. They probably...
Oh.
Ooh, the speed boost. Really?
That speed from holding that ult now
That's...
just gives so many more opportunities for Deadeye.
Did not expect that to happen, but we do see 3 ults ready to go for Shawnee here.
This should be a fight win. And if all goes according to plan, they should have this next fight. Good wall.
It's a nice little thing.
Babs
Makes him
won
fall
and they
back.
invested lamp.
May ult coming out here. The Lucio's gonna get picked off, but I think he's...
Hector Lucio?
Ooh,
Oh,
no, not able
they could not
to.
protect them.
Just got dropped there. Soldier ult coming out.
And there
There
goes the
goes
Ram
Ram.
as well.
Yep. And he's...
That BAP up there is just keeping so many people alive.
getting melted, forcing
He's
lamp.
got a lamp again. He has no lamp.
It's going to delay their push at least by a few seconds here. He's just standing. with
Ram
his
just
love.
standing. Or he's just standing, giving him
Reinhardt
free
just
ult
standing.
charge.
That's cool. That's cool with us. But yeah, Ryan is definitely looking for Shatter again.
Yeah.
He's
Whenever you jump around putting shield up and down
yeah,
like that,
yeah,
there it is.
is.
Yep, that's the classic.
Yep. As soon as you see a Ryan full force like pushing you with
Yeah.
his shield
Jumping,
only popping
it
up,
up and down.
yeah, you
He's
know
looking for that
it
perfect
all.
shatter. He's looking for those 3 people to line up, just like how they did.
Dotbet's the only one alive here, and he will not be living. But contest
Someone did
coming
touch.
out from Tracer here. Basilisk with the swap.
Oh, he doesn't get back in time.
Not able to blink. in
Just
time.
over a minute, too. They would have
Yeah.
been able to get under a minute.
But pretty decent hold from Shawnee. Just a few fights that just kind of completely.
Now, will we see that strategy that they've been talking about?
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see with the comp once they select their comp. Right now, we're just looking at this beautiful payload.
I
At the
never
end of King's
looked
Row.
at the payload. What is that? What is that supposed to be?
I think it's like a nuclear reactor,
Ah,
and then once you win, it like explodes and
Yeah.
kills everybody.
that's like an EMP.
It's like, yeah,
Transporting
like
an EMP, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. It looks it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just never looked at it too much. It was too busy
Yeah.
just fight for my life around it.
True, true. Or like behind it, trying to avoid a diva bomb.
It's
or
a very different comp we see.
Oh, a Mauga
And a Widow.
and a Widow. Okay.
I'm assuming he might only be on Widow for this first one to
The
try and get a
immediate
quick pick.
pick, yeah.
He might actually be able to, depending on Ash's positioning, just get an absolutely free pick if she's up on that high ground.
Or if they don't expect it, she could honestly get
Yeah.
any of the squishies here. It's just a matter of if he reveals himself or not. Smitty going back to Basilisk.
This Mauga is going to be very oppressive on this Ryan, though.
Yeah, it's a very interesting pick, but it's gonna if it works, it works. Last time, unfortunately, when we saw this, they
Now he
were at
swaps
the
off
end.
the Widow. Didn't even
I
try first
really-
shot.
I mean, to be fair, they might just be trying to full push this,
Yeah.
which he could still try for that pick. He probably saw that he had.
Oh, there's an
nobody.
early pick.
Yep, Smitty getting the lamp out and getting the pick. Ash just in the back line here. Basilisk trying to dive her, but
You're going to get 1 tick already.
Yep.
Maybe even 2 before anyone touches.
Ash might get picked off here by this Soldier. Yep. Soldier getting a pick,
a
and
great
there goes
counter pick.
Reaper. Lucio is just jumping
There he
around
goes.
at the moment. Nothing really much they can do. Baptiste on point, getting the pick on dot bets, but they will take.
They
the,
capped almost a whole minute faster.
Yeah, that was their first push.
Yeah.
So that will
That
give
early
them
pick
a
was
lot
huge.
more time on the clock there.
Yep. We just need to see, because now even more with the Rhine being in play, there's absolutely nothing to block his shatter now. He can just walk around for free when he has it.
True. That wall is going to play a huge part.
This Ashe will also be interesting on the Mauga, because Mauga will just be poked to death by headshots if he just lets him.
Or if Basilisk can
Yeah.
keep doing that.
Basilisk is
That's-
doing Basilisk things, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think that is the main goal of him whenever
Yeah.
he plays Reaper. Just be a menace in the back line, or if they have a Widowmaker, if they have an Ashe, like just dive them.
You just absolutely don't expect the Reaper to TP sometimes. You just get so caught off guard.
And Basilisk is really good with that as well. He's very mindful
Mm-hmm.
of positioning, but Here we see, we see the
Mexican standoff.
yeah, the little Mexican standoff, just nobody peeking, nobody. Now they're coming out. Oh, Bro's hitting the little Reinhardt tech without his ult, which is menacing.
Yeah.
There comes out the window. Notbet's getting melted
Great
here.
fire, window
and
fire strike.
Fox almost getting out, but getting picked off last second. So does Happy. And only the DPS are left. And I think Smitty's going to try
He
and
should
get
be
out
able to
here.
get out, yeah.
Very easily. Not really a lot of contest. But Shatter is ready. They
Shatter,
have Bob
Bob.
as well.
They're actually coming up on a lot. Both teams are coming up on a lot. There should be 4 ults for each team by the end of this fight.
Yeah.
Happy is lacking behind in the ult economy, which that is a down part of Mauga to a shield character. And there's that Shatter.
Shatter comes out,
Oh,
but the
Blossom.
absolutely huge Blossom getting the 2 picks and destroying the lamp, just allowing his team to be able to stay alive and wiping off. And Basilisk with the absolutely beautiful play there to save his team.
Absolutely perfect. He hid behind the wall for the Shatter, and then just Bob Blossom said they could not aggress on that Shatter.
Yep. So the Shatter has been wasted, and they will be getting to the second point here with 5 minutes remaining. for the
It's very
last push.
interesting that they did not throw Bob towards the end of that fight.
True.
Give
But I
at least
think-
a little bit of stall.
I think they will just like let them have it. There's
There's
Bob
the
coming
Bob,
out,
yeah.
and he's just
That's a
gonna run
great Bob.
past.
That's actually a perfect Bob.
Yep. It's not
But
gonna,
Mauga,
yeah.
Mauga just
I was
exists.
gonna say like it's a great Bob, but at the same time, if the Malga just turns
Yeah.
and fully focuses him, like
They have Mauga Reaper Sojourn. It just gets
Yeah.
obliterated.
can't do a lot, especially
Yeah.
because East Tennessee's healers are kind of like distance based. Like
Yeah.
Lucio has to be around you, and Bab has to hit his healing pods.
Yeah, they're both kind of like a splash AoE healing.
Yeah, exactly. Which is kind of harder to do. Bob is in the back of the enemy line.
Oh, we're talking about that. They kite that Mayo perfectly,
Wow.
actually, and end up just absolutely running through East Tennessee.
Yeah, they're kind of just rolling with their ults here. They still have Lucio ult and Railgun, whereas East Tennessee only has both support ults right now.
I am very surprised that we get to see a swap on anyone on East Tennessee, actually.
They're kind of just sticking through with it, even though
Yeah.
it's not really working the best. There comes out
Especially
the
this
beat
run.
drop, and they're completely going to negate that window there, not let them have a single kill or any ult charge even. There comes out the Shatter. and
There's
I
that big
think
Shatter again.
It's a big Shatter, but they
gets
still
absolutely
stay
nothing.
alive. Reinhardt able to just get melted here.
That
Smitty
coalescence
popping
was
off.
just so perfect. He got all 3 people in it the whole time.
That's amazing. The cola keeps them up, and
And Cap with almost 3 minutes.
There comes Sojourn ult. Just gonna try and avoid it.
Oh.
Yep. Crazy flick.
And they cap
Even with
with
the
3
hamster.
minutes.
Even with the hamster, they're not able to touch there. Yeah,
Beat might have been a little late.
a little bit.
Just a
But
little.
hey, sometimes sometimes you're late, sometimes you're early. You can't really pick and choose sometimes. But yeah, Shawnee sweeping with 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining, compared to East Tennessee's minute. This should be interesting to see if they stick with the comp that they were initially, approaching the game with. See if they're gonna make any changes here.
I would assume with how well that went, they would want to say the Mauga, but I can see Ram simply because it's defense. Yep, and there we go. We see the Ram again. Oh, we
Ooh,
do see a Widow. Yeah.
Widow coming out. Oh,
Oh,
Hanzo,
a
Widow.
whole new comp. 2 new healers on East Tennessee's side as well.
Yeah, they're switching from Lucio to back to Juno, and they're bringing.
So they're just
out
gonna go full brawl with the Widow to poke in the back.
That's because they only have a minute, so they need those
Yeah.
quick picks and just kind of be very oppressive. But on Shawnee's side, we have Baptiste. It's kind of going to be hard for their team
Did
to deal
Smitty and
with.
Basilisk swap DPSs from last defense? I believe so.
Well, this is what they started with last defense.
Did they?
Basilisk was Sojourn to start with.
Oh,
and
then they
he
swapped
to
off.
Reaper,
Okay.
and then Smitty went to Sojourn. But yeah, this is what they started with last time as well.
Oh, they actually got off the Widow right away too.
Oh, I think the reason is because they look out of the window and they probably
Yeah.
don't see anybody, and they're like,
They're looking
okay.
for this high ground that Basilisk
Yeah.
is on. He probably wasn't there originally.
Nope, yeah. Ooh, Juno kind of.
Ryan does get an early pick. Both Mays are gone, actually.
Both Mays are gone, and Reinhardt could die here. Basila's going down, though, which is kind of going to cost them, I believe. Because Ryan is at full health now, and that's going to be an immediate capture this time for East Tennessee.
We do see an Echo swap on East Tennessee side now.
Just speeding him out of danger.
Let's see, because this Juno built ult fast. She is 50% above everyone else in the lobby. She almost has it already.
Which is going to be big.
This is going to be big for this
everybody else is not even past 60% at the moment.
If she pops it in the back of this choke as they're pushing through it, where I'm assuming Shawnee wants to hold it, yeah, look at this. They can just walk out and just obliterate everyone. That constant healing and damage on that choke is just insane.
Yeah, they're going to get the team kill here, which is going to give them a decent amount of space here. They're just going to keep walking with it. They have Shatter now as well, and Shawnee's still not close to an ult.
Yeah, the closest one is Happy.
Yeah, Happy is at 87, but Happy's ult is not going to be that much of a game changer if they're able to Shatter and
it's pretty good in this hallway, but it is, once again, like I've been saying for the last map and most of this map, this Shatter is going to be a big difference maker.
Yep.
If he can get to Shatter, they can cap. He's waiting.
There he is.
Yep. As soon as he saw Nemesis
gets the
form.
whole team.
But he dies instantly.
He dies instantly. And McCree wastes his ult, not able to do anything. I take it back. Happy's ult kind of just changed the whole aspect of that fight.
It was all down to that Shatter.
After
and the Shatter, I think, only caught Lucio all the way in the back. Because May ice blocked.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it caught the whole team except May, but as we saw, Smitty completely destroyed him, and then Happy pops his ult and just wipes it out.
That Ram's ult is Annihilation is pretty insane when it comes to just running into a team's back line.
Yeah,
getting that constant tick damage on them.
Yeah, it's not a lot of damage at once, like the bomb, but it's if you're stuck in it and you're not able to kill that Ram, it does do a lot of damage.
Especially if you don't have characters that can get out fast. Like they do have Juno, but like that Brig and that McCree, they have minimal movement, so like they can't really get out of the circle, so the ult just stays for a long time.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting because it is going to come down to these first couple of fights. If Shawnee can't get out of the initial point early, it is going to be a pretty close thing when it comes down.
True.
Because they will hit overtime before they most likely cap point unless they get out of here early.
Yeah, this choke point, this first point right here is going to be the biggest.
Do we see a Widow?
Yeah, we do see a Widow, but I don't know if he's going to stay Widow because
we finally get to see a shot on Widow. Will we?
See, like they're looking for it. They're looking for it. He doesn't see
anybody,
and he goes to Reaper. Yeah, so that was what was happening. They just did not see anybody to pick off immediately. They're rolling out here, kind of just spotting the team.
Yeah, they're gonna wall.
They get walled off. There goes Smitty.
Classic King
But Basilisk able to help or stop bets and the whole team.
That is a good trade, a healer for a DPS.
Yeah, actually, kind of more of a favorable.
And Smitty gets back fast because it is right off spawn.
Yep. Ooh,
good tech.
That was insane tech. I had somebody tell me that you can't get over May walls with that Moira.
I think he used the little trash can to the side. I think that's what he did. Yeah.
No way.
I believe that's what he did. I could be wrong.
I think all he did was he used his fade, stayed in place, and then jumped up at the right time to get that little boost. Ooh, Bass is getting picked off. They're kind of not ideal for Shawnee. Smitty falling back here because he realizes that being down that Reaper is kind of a big deal at the moment. May here at 91% ult charge.
Just they're shooting those icicles and holding left click at people. Did you get that all fast?
Shawnee already down a minute here, not really able to get their first push going.
Yeah.
Basilisk able to get the wall baited. No wall at the moment. They're going to push into Hotel.
That's a good
charge. Getting a pretty good, crazy amount of damage.
There goes May.
May goes down. That's a
their
big
ult
pick because that's the only ult they have.
There goes
Basilisk just able to clean it up for the team. And
Lucio does go down.
Lucio does go down here, but I don't think they have a touch.
They might. But I don't know. This Malga is just so oppressive without a tank.
Yeah.
But the Rhine is here. He's going to have to counter charge. He didn't slam everyone.
There it comes out. He might cage here just to keep them alive. Gets the pick on McCree. The May ult's probably going to come out here
They
soon.
do have 4 ults.
Oh,
East Tennessee will have 4 ults for next fight.
that is actually very unfortunate.
But
for
Shawnee will be almost at 5. Halfway through the
Yeah.
fight, they should have all 5.
This is true, but they're going to have to push that whole distance in overtime, I believe.
Yeah,
They're
this
already
is
down to
gonna kill 'em.
51 seconds. If they're not able to win this fight, it's over.
Yeah, this is going to come down, I think. Oh, yeah, you can't just go straight over it. It's going to come down a
Mayo
lot.
comes
to this
out.
cage.
May doesn't fall, though. She goes
Do we
into her
have any
ice cube.
cages back there?
Ooh,
Oh, no, they're just killing him. He doesn't
Basilisk
even
with
need
the
it.
double. Yeah, I think they're going to try and conserve as many ults as they can here. Just go with the 2 here. Basilisk picking up 3, completely sweeping the team. This is exactly what Shawnee needed. They have 22 seconds here. I believe they're going to go up to try and get a pick or 2 while their Lucio just escorts payload here because they don't have a lot of time. So if they're able to get a team kill here or even like 2 or 3 picks,
This says beat cage could be huge because
Yeah.
this could negate a whole nother fight, and he won't be able to use
beat
shatter
Railgun
inside
could be
cage.
very huge as well. Just
Yeah.
because that's what they're looking for.
They
They're
have
looking for
really
that
good ult
pick.
combos, but that shatter and Juno
Yeah,
ult
it's
is
looking
also
menacing.
really a pretty good combo.
If he's able to cage the Reinhardt, I don't think the Reinhardt can
And
actually
here comes
ult here.
Cage.
Cage
Yep, there
popping
it is.
out, gets all 5 of them. The railgun isn't coming
He's
out.
not going to beat.
He's not going to beat. Okay.
And this might just
There
be
come-
the end. They
yeah.
are down.
There comes
There's the beat railgun, but I feel like it's too little too late.
Oh, they don't get anybody there. But
Yeah, but everyone's already
yeah.
falling.
That's quite unfortunate. I mean, to be fair, he wasn't able to stay with the Ryan or with the
Yeah.
Malga, so the beat probably wouldn't have reached because he was on the other side of the wall. And he couldn't leave payload because he was the only one on payload. So yeah, so that game goes to East Tennessee, which is quite unfortunate given the advantage that we kind of had, but they just really held it down really well.
They adapted that Malga comp perfectly on that second or the second part of defense. They just held it down.
Second map here going to East Tennessee, making the game 1-1, which is going to take it. Got some update. Not the most ideal situation for people, but you know, me and Douglas out here just commentating and having a great time.
Yep.
So how's your day, man? Pretty good. You excited?
Yeah, man. I'm not excited for the rest of this week.
Right. How we doing? Awesome. We're watching the varsity.
What's
team.
the update on Academy? Oh, he's gone. Oh, we could have given him a score update on stream.
Well, while we wait here, we're gonna take a quick little breather and come back with Game 3 here against East Tennessee, 1-1, best of 5, and yeah, stay tuned.
Whoa.
Welcome back to the stream, and now we have Game 3 here, 1-1 Shawnee and East Tennessee. Now we're going to be playing a Flashpoint, and I believe we're playing
New Junk City.
Nice. All right. It's going to be interesting to see how the comps change, if they do at all.
Assuming it's gonna be more brawl. It is looking like currently. Yep, it is a JQ this time instead of a RAM.
Interesting. But East Tennessee sticking with the good old comp. They have a Tracer.
You're gonna see a Kiri swap too at a dot.
Oh, that's interesting because you don't really see that often.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, Basilisk. Oh, I thought
he messed it up. Yeah.
I thought he messed
did
up his
too.
teleport, but Basilisk doesn't miss those. Right, they're playing the strat they have discussed there. They're just playing a little sneaky, trying to bait them out.
That
And
Basilisk
here
was a little
comes the
too late.
scream and speed boost from behind, trying to catch him off guard here. Focusing the Ryan.
He's just gonna go down so
Oh,
fast.
Yeah, Abby just getting absolutely outdid.
That McCree is so
Man,
oppressive in the JQ.
Big shot. Guess what here? Unfortunately, Fox had already left, it seems, just because he realized the team was going down, so he just came back to speed boost his team out. Top bet's going back to Moira. Not sticking with Kiriko, I think, just because of the amount of dive potential.
Yeah.
It's Shawnee.
They realized that the cleanse was not a worthwhile trade for it.
Just getting so melted, unfortunately. With this competition, it's not looking too well. They do get the... Oh, the Ryan might go down here. Ryan
go
going down. The Cree's
McCree's
not
good as
looking
well.
the right way. Bass is going to try and look for it here. He gets it. I think it's only Tracer and Juno at the moment.
Yeah.
They should hop on point here, try to cap it, but they're
There
not
goes
so
Juno.
far.
Ah, but there
Juno's
goes Smitty as
down,
well.
and there goes Tracer.
I think that was the end of the cleanup crew, though.
They're not capping that.
I think he was worried about the Ryan being back.
I see. They do get the point back here. I don't know how long they're gonna have it.
Yeah,
If
this
they're-
alt economy is looking rough.
right now, East Tennessee is about to come up on all 5 of their ults, whereas Shawnee's about to have 3.
It might be another just walk out and shatter and having the
Ola
blossom.
coming out and hindered, but not really that much of a problem so far. Happy just gonna go down.
Taking so much damage.
Oh, the Death Blossom coming out. I think we need a.
Yeah.
Ooh, but Smitty picking off their McCree, looking for the Juna, and looking fast down.
They just have too
So,
many heals.
Yeah, that's going to be the first flash point for East Tennessee.
I'm wondering if we will see a swap. Yep, there it is. He's off of JQ on Amalga. That's what I was literally about to say. But if you're going to see a swap out of the JQ simply because of how fast he was dying, he just could never stay in a fight.
With Shatter coming out, leave shattering almost everybody's backline there. But the Malga just leading charge here, not being that much of a problem.
This is going to be rough, though. Fight corridor with Ryan is just not a fun time.
Yeah, not the most ideal. Tracer going down there with the slam. So does the Ryan part. They're going to look for the McCree, and Smitty just jumps on a point here.
They do clean up with only one person dying during that whole fight.
Very ideal. Alright.
Ultimate does look pretty balanced. We're going to come up on one support all both around the same time. The rest of people are from like 50 to 70, so not really a team with a particular advantage at the moment.
Nope. Both kind of just equal. The Juno ult coming out here. Keeper is just fast. He's going to build up crazy L charge here. Still not a
He does
completely
lose
lost
2
fight
teammates.
because Tracer's on site with Smitty.
It might be over now. That's 3 and
Yeah.
4.
Yep. But not bad. Nice little 43% for Shawnee there.
Both teams will have 4 ults now going into this next fight because Brig and Happy will both be getting it around the same time.
They're definitely gonna. There's definitely be a lot of dumps
Yeah. Most likely what I'm expecting is a Cage Blossom, but I don't know if we'll be seeing that.
Shatter coming out.
Only gets 1.
Ola coming out.
But they just absolutely destroyed the back
No,
line.
right now,
It's 3-3.
They're equal. And Brigida brings out her ult, but her shield's almost shredded. Happy just says, fuck that, and goes on to point.
He does still have Cage, so he can kind of control
Tracer
point.
one hit gets Tracer here. It's only the squishies up top.
Brig
Brigida-
drops. Interesting.
Yeah, Brigida dropping onto point, completely forfeiting her life.
Yeah. Guess she just wanted to stall for a little extra percentage.
Not a bad idea, I guess. Gets them up to 87, which is 1 team kill.
Yeah.
Right now, we're probably going to see Happy Cage here.
Yeah, but I'm hoping it's once they push in, he charges and engages.
Happy spots them here. He sees they're coming in that room. He's probably going to try and look for a charge here soon. McCree ult coming
That's
out.
both DPS ults.
So does, yep, there's the Cage. There's somebody
There
on
goes
point,
Smitty.
and I think
Rated 2 for 1.
at the moment. Look
That's
too
3
good,
for-
but
3 for 2.
they stay alive. Don't get pinned. And he's trying
Need
to
to
keep him
keep
alive
Happy
as
up,
much
yeah.
as he can. There comes the life
there it
steal, and
is.
Vasil is jumping onto point to save the day alongside Dotbat's absolutely doing his hardest to keep Happy alive, and he succeeds, which does pay off.
This Malga swap does seem to be the play.
Yeah.
It did get them the next point, but this Tracer play has seemed to be pretty lethal currently, with how
Yeah.
much they've just been able to just absolutely annoy Shawnee's backline.
The Malga was also a good pick on King's Row. They just weren't able to kind of follow through with it, which happens, you know, especially with the pressure
With the Ryan May on defense, it's
Yeah,
very hard to
exactly.
get past that choke.
compared to like this combo
Yeah.
they're running. They spot the Tracer here. I think
Might see another early Blossom.
Blossom,
Yep.
comes out, gets a
3.
triple, and that's a team kill if they can get the Tracer here. They're gonna stagger the Tracer. Beautiful capturing point here, only using 1 ult, which is so ideal. Basilisk was just in such a great position. He waited for specific cooldowns, you know, like the Brigida whip, and maybe even Ryan's shield a little bit, trying to get behind it, and the hinder.
I think actually what happened was Happy slammed on his charge. He
And
slammed the
just
Rhine,
popped it.
yeah,
Nice.
because he would not be able to hold up the shield because he was on the floor.
I got you. Makes sense. But there comes the Sojourn ult for Shawnee, and Juno ult for Tennessee here.
They kind of
Just
just
gonna-
got to give him point kite this. The Juno ult's just too good in this point time.
Yeah, situation. But
They do seem to be pulling it back.
yeah, they actually win the fight, which is very impressive here. Basilisk just
Absolutely terrorizing the
Walking
backline
them
like
down.
normal.
doing what he does best here. Looking for this Echo, not really sure where she went, but they'll just be falling back here, taking the percentage that they get. They have beat drop here against Brigida's ult and also Ryan Shatter. He's definitely looking for a Shatter here.
This Echo closes in. Forces out Wraith form early.
Here comes, yeah, Shatter. Gets it alive.
There it
gets
is.
the Shatter.
Gets no one.
Gets absolutely no one. Beat drop comes out, and right now they're up. Shawnee State is up one. Reinhardt goes down. Malka's one hit, but he's just gonna try and charge and
That
stay
charge.
alive here with the lifesteal, and he stays alive, and that's second point for Shawnee. So 2-1 in flash point right now.
I believe this is the point that I'm thinking of, though. This third point becomes a lot more open compared to these last two. So this Malga may be a little less oppressive than he was before, simply because he'll just be taking so much damage.
True.
And it is going to be the one I was thinking of, with multiple high grounds.
Yep. They had Echo the whole time.
No, he just swapped off Tracer to Echo, actually, last fight. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, it also already has. Oh, that's
such a good
beautiful
slam.
Nikita dead here. Reinhardt gets a pick, but
They
at the
actually
same
get two.
time, Juno dead, and it's only going to be Echo and Ryan. Comes down to only Reinhardt, and they clean up immaculately here. Smitty dies, but so does the Fox, and they're going to have that little speed boost coming back to site and just regrouping.
If this Echo does copy this Malga, though, this Malga Ryan push on is going to be almost impossible to stop for Shawnee.
Yep. We
So-
see Dotbets using the refill heal tech here. Just spamming damage to refill her heal bar way quicker than usual. Which is very, very useful. tech.
Gonna see East Tennessee doing the same thing they've been doing all matches, where they just use that ult to take space.
Yeah. And I mean they get the healer, which is very ideal.
Actually
You
get
know,
the
all
only
coming
healer.
out.
Oh, Dotbets actually used ult too,
Oh,
right as he
wow.
died.
Quite unfortunate. I did not realize that's what happened. Basilisk gets a nice little invincibility teleport. Isn't able to stay alive for much longer though. Gets
It is gonna
a
be
few
good.
more percentage.
He did push a percentage where it's a just one team
team
fight
kill.
and the game's over.
Yeah. Very true.
We are gonna see another thing. It's gonna be this use of tank ults. It's if the Shatter comes out before Cage, it's gonna be interesting. But if he does get the Cage off, this Ryan should almost be dead every time. Especially
Ooh.
since Basilisk is coming up on
Smitty
all.
has something behind him. He did
Yep.
not realize.
He stays alive. Oh, he dies now though.
Age coming out here, and they're gonna look for a bunch of picks, but
Just
nobody
could not stay
died
alive.
here. McCree's low. McCree does die, but so does the Fox. And this is actually pretty
Does he invest?
significantly
Does not.
bad because now East Tennessee has a great amount of momentum.
They can get one more touch though, and they do have both DPS ults. It's just mainly going to be where the Shatter gets used at is going to be the tipping scale for East Tennessee.
Yep.
If he
You
does
a
get a good Shatter,
here.
they will get this point. He might actually Shatter early for touch. Yeah. Oh, but they do go around.
Smart. Happy just fully rushing onto site.
When he's going to come
Basilisk.
late with the Blossom. This could be huge. It's going to be huge. It looks like. Yep, there's three.
Basilisk doing what Basilisk does best, just getting a triple kill.
It's just
On
Ryan.
point, staying alive only against Reinhardt.
And there it is.
And Basilisk cleaning it up with the 4K there. And this should probably secure it here. I
There
don't think
should
they
not
have
be
a
a
touch.
touch. There should be. Maybe Sombra, but I think it was too late. It
Yep.
was indeed too late.
I believe they win here, yeah.
Yep.
That's third point, and Sombra gets the point just probably a millisecond
Mhm.
off. And Shawnee State taking the flashpoint map here, making the overall scoreline 2-1 for Shawnee State University. And yeah, that was definitely an interesting game. Yeah, as we saw the first point that they lost, they were kind of just getting rolled, or
Yep.
they were just getting melted more than rolled. It was just happy with just
JQ just did not have the health pool for what
Yeah.
they were running.
Definitely not. But he recognized that pretty quickly and swapped to a way better tank that is a better counter for them. You okay? Just do intermission. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Varsity here. We're back with our match point for Shawnee State University. We will be discussing the lore of our team.
We are finally going to see dive comps out of both teams, though.
Yes, we will be seeing Tracer now, and also Instinct for Shawnee State University.
Indeed.
Manning with the stick sound. Also a Diva.
Ana is an interesting pick.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially
is.
knowing that the other team will be going dive,
Full
most
dive.
likely.
Yeah, which is kind of
That
I mean,
break,
hey.
if the break puppy guards are good enough, I mean, hey, go work out.
There we go.
Yeah.
They tried to dive it, and 4 of them turned and completely destroyed them. Even one hit.
They're
but
turning the fight around.
They are. They get 2 picks here. May is used her ice block. So
Down goes May too.
it was May. How did she float? Am I
She
seeing
got,
things?
she got booped. I'm
Oh,
not
she
sure
got
though.
Okay. I thought I was seeing things for a
Yeah.
second. Happened more than anything.
Oh, they're gonna
But
try and stagger the
Baby
Diva.
is 1 hit. They're
Yeah, they're gonna stagger
There
there.
we
She
go.
goes. This is gonna get them a lot of push. They will not have their tank for a hot minute.
Ana here with the closest one to ult here. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Yeah. I thought he had bomb already. But swapping to McCree as well.
Kree and Tracer, they got off Sombra.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
They did stick with the Ana though.
Ana doesn't seem to be being too much of a problem right now. Like,
No, they're puppy guarding their Ana very well.
yeah.
So there isn't really that big of a problem, but
Diva coming back here, just mowing down Lincoln. Lincoln jumping up, trying to get the backline here.
some good damage.
This
Makes
is-
forces drop too.
Yep. It's the nano coming out on
Tracer.
Tracer, I believe, yeah. But they're equal at the moment. I think Winston's
Diva
gonna go
should be
down,
D-Mag. Yeah, there
D-Mag,
goes
McCree
McCree.
goes out. Diva back in her mag. Basilisk popping off, doesn't let her get back in the mag, and just drops her there.
Just Tracer.
And Tracer here, oh, nice little boop on the neck. And Happy cleaning up.
Miscalculated the punch
Happy
health a little
jumping
bit.
into the whole enemy team at the moment, just forcing him back a
Yeah.
little bit. Taking his
They-
space because he knows his team is not with him yet.
They do cap the halfway point, so they do have forward spawns now as well.
It's true. Happy coming up on his ult.
We are probably going to see Happy try to dive this break a little bit with this this primal whenever he ends up getting it. Which I'm assuming he's about to jump in now and use it. Yep.
He goes.
Oh, he
puts
does
bubble
miss his
down. He doesn't
jump.
use it.
There he
There
goes.
he goes. Tracer uses her ult, doesn't really get any value from him. Focusing
Diva
Diva
could
now.
almost be dead.
Diva
There she
demagged,
goes.
and this is probably going to be Diva dead here if they can focus.
For how much util they use against
we
that
go.
primal, I still got a lot of use out of it. Forced out rally, also demech the Diva.
There we go. They use Cola there and just get great picks there. Right now, we still have Basilisk with his ult, which is not really an ult, but he will use that to disrupt the backline. And we have beat drop.
I'm assuming they might try to aggress with the beat drop onto this Berg again, just since she's the only one without crazy mobility anymore, that or the McCree. We'll
True.
see what Happy does end up trying to dive. And we do have Pulse as well.
Yeah, pulse bomb, and they're looking for pulse bomb.
Here's the presence.
Yeah.
You just have to respect
Same
that.
thing again. They just use McCree ult to get that space that they
Yeah.
want, just to push it back. Tracer on the enemy team, diving around, just
Happy
looping
dots on
around.
the back
Ooh,
line, and there goes Brick.
Basilisk gets a crazy pulse bomb.
We do lose Lucio though, so we don't have beat anymore in this fight.
Ooh, that might be a deciding factor if they can't get a few picks here. But there goes to
Basilisk does get
McCree, and there goes to
Oh.
Juno. But it's going to
Ah.
be all up to Bask. I mean, he's done this before because he's the GOAT.
It's
but
just
I
too
don't
close
think
to
it's
their
gonna happen.
spawn.
Yeah. Especially with, yeah, exactly. Just being right outside of spawn door. If it was middle of the fight, they actually had a way better chance there. But East Tennessee right now coming up on 4 ults, whereas Shawnee is sitting kind of pretty on 2. Not really
Shawnee
close to it
is
there,
going to try to engage first so that they don't lose their forward spawn right away.
which is pretty smart. At this point, they all are back, though, and they have
Yeah.
contested right before they lose
They
that
do
forward
lose it,
spawn, but
though.
They do lose it. Juno all coming out just to secure that, you know, Step back a
Good
little
beat
bit.
that kept Happy in the
Oh,
fight.
yep. There comes Tracer looking for the post bomb. Misses it.
Happy
and
is
has
down.
no recall. Happy does go down. So does Basilisk here. So they're going to get pushed back just a little bit here. I think Lucio's about to go down. There he goes. And Dotbats is just going to take a little walk back to his
Yeah,
house
you know,
here.
a little scenic
Oh,
route.
he's okay. I think he's
Doing parkour.
Bro is parkour guy. No worries. Just climbing construction. I don't think that's legal, but we're not gonna snitch on him here. Incoming out for the Reaper.
D.Va does have bomb, so this could be an interesting
Juno
fight.
going down, which is very huge.
a
Brigida's
really
about
good
to get
primal.
picked off here. Brigida
goes
goes
two.
down. D.Va has left
We don't
her mag.
see bomb.
We do not see bomb. I think she realizes that even if she does use bomb, her team has lost a team
Yep.
fight, so she'd rather save it for a bigger team fight. Especially,
gonna try to stagger
especially
this
that
Tracer.
being their only ult at the moment.
Yeah.
McCree has switched to Reaper. That happened probably a few fights ago, but I've just noticed that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of smart, you know, because with the monkey and also
It's two actually. They swapped from Ana to Juno as well. We didn't realize that
we
either.
didn't click, 'cause
Yeah.
we've just seen that a lot more than Ana.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Cola coming out here. There's the
that bomb.
bomb, and it's not gonna pick anybody off, but it forces Smitty to kind of try and duck from cover instead of looking at that Tracer.
Fox also goes down quickly after.
But at the moment, Happy's just fully contesting site here.
He's
gonna be
holding
going
the forward
down
spawn
here.
for him as long as they can.
Yeah, and I believe,
They should all
Most
be
of
able to
them.
spawn before.
yeah, I think most
Yep.
of them will be. Yeah, they're
Everyone
back
does.
out,
Yep.
which is perfect timing, literally just
Yeah.
enough. Happy bringing out the D.Va. He says, "Hey, you want a D.Va v D.Va?" And here we are.
Especially with that Reaper, I feel like he has to at
Yeah,
this point.
really does. But the D.Va's not really going to stop a lot of healing, I believe. 'cause,
Yeah.
Brigida just sends packs, and Juno is the only one that's going to get stopped for shots. And EMs pretty well.
I actually think on that left side, there's actually a Tracer duel going down in our backline right now. Oh, and there's a Tracer. He comes back out, dies.
One hit,
It doesn't
yep.
have recall anymore.
And Juno pops her ultimate on one. Basilisk with the post bomb coming out, pretty huge. They're actually up at this point. The Baby Diva's going to just
Baby
stay
Diva's still alive. She finally
She goes down,
falls.
but I think Basilisk is able to get out here.
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to aggress on Basilisk simply
It's kind
because
of
it's
smart because they
yep.
do want to push the bot forward as much as they can.
Basilisk is in a sticky situation.
It
Yeah,
doesn't get healed up fast enough, unfortunately.
he didn't want to waste
kind of perked
recall.
off, which is gonna be huge here for East Tennessee.
They play this right. Both Divas should have bomb by the end of the fight, though, so we will see a pretty big Diva bomb most likely on this fight. Oh no, Gabe does go down early.
Happy gets picked off, and Reaper just cleaning that up, and all of a sudden, this game has become extremely close, with not a lot of breathing room for either team. They're about to sneak up on the ult here with only a minute and 35 remaining here.
They are going to be able to touch before
100%.
they do get to their point.
They
So
will be contesting here, but at the same time, the Diva bomb's probably going to come out because Happy switches off before he got the Diva bomb.
no one dies.
No one dies from the bomb. Cola comes out. This is going to be very huge because
Diva should go down.
they're not focusing Diva though. They haven't turned on her. But
Yeah.
the whole team is kind of low here. Ooh, I think Happy is.
He's got 100 charge. He's very oppressive right now. Nobody wants to push him.
Sure.
Yeah, look at how fast that Diva's health is just going
And
down.
Diva's going to get DMAC'd here. Yep. Ooh,
Yep, there she goes.
goes with one bubble still here.
Bubbles passes. He saves it. There goes
Fair
that
enough, there
Juno.
goes
Just
Juno.
to add the microwave, man.
Yeah. Baby Diva dead, and Brigida's going to get walked down here. Just give up, man.
Just a huge stagger, actually. That was
Very
a great
huge stagger.
stagger.
The Brigida should have just let go, but here now they're going to have to wait another 8 seconds at least.
She might not get forward spawns as well. She might spawn a little too late for it. Nah, she gets it
does.
before.
She just barely gets it.
But the Shawnee's ult economy is just so much better at the current moment.
This is true. But then
Building
again,
grab
having,
that fast, too.
having Reaper is just such a big thing because it's like
Yeah.
that one Death Blossom can be.
Yeah.
4K.
They're probably going to Death Blossom in this, too.
Nah, I don't
No.
think so.
They already won the fight. They didn't want to
Yep.
invest it.
Yep, there's no point in using it.
This might just be the end of the game, actually.
Yeah, I believe so. That's a 3K, and
That was a huge grab.
they're gonna stay off robot just to let it run out.
Didn't even have to
and
use beat on that last fight either.
That is third win for Shawnee, and they secure their first win in the NACE tournament. Dot Bats with the play of the game, the GOAT. Yep. That was the best of 5. He just, yeah, this was very huge. This was when he got like,
It's that Moira ult.
yeah, it's pure. But yeah, that right there was game 4, and Shawnee State beats East Tennessee State University, and that's gonna be 1 win on the record for the boys.
What, 1 and 2 now, I believe?
I believe we're 1 and 2 now, and that's gonna be very hyped. They're definitely gonna be happy about their performance tonight. It was pretty close the whole time. Wasn't really a blowout in any of the game modes. You know, like even the ones that they lost was like, you know, if they won a single team fight, they would have won the whole thing. But that was our stream for Overwatch, 3rd week of NACE, and update on Academy for Shawnee State. I do believe they lost to University of Mary Washington, but we also have other games that we are gonna be streaming, and stay tuned for that. And we should be back in a few minutes with an interview for you here. Stay tuned. When I do that, huh? Dude. Welcome back. After our game, we have the GOAT Basilisk here, just popping off and saving his team in situations that we were calling out, and we were like, okay, you know, Orion Shatter's about to come out, and then he just come out with a triple kill. And we saw that multiple times in multiple games. And it must feel good, you know, 3rd week of NACE, getting that first victory with the team, feeling good, flowing together. What are your thoughts after that game? You know?
I'm happy. We've improved a
You know,
lot.
you're Basilisk. Happy is our-
Okay, dude.
My
Okay.
bad. My bad.
No, we've improved a lot from the last 2 weeks. I'm actually excited at the rate we've been improving with our gameplay. Getting a win here felt good after the last 2 games. Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm
Yeah.
just happy.
Especially after putting in that much time and
Yeah.
like preseason and everything, trying new strats,
Mhm.
new comps, with all the patches coming out, like just that meta changing ever so slightly.
Mhm.
We saw East Tennessee running the Reinhardt the
Right,
whole time,
right.
and they had certain things, and we saw you play Symmetra for that quick teleport and then switching to the Reaper because it was just a pretty good counter.
Reaper's
for,
just good right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
the whole team was just. It's like, oh, there's an Ash up top, and then you just see you there,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah,
dead,
yeah.
and that would just give your team that momentum.
a lot of teams have been playing like a 4-1 split where they have like the main group and then they put somebody on an off angle, and Reaper just works well into
Really well.
those comps because you can duel and then just get right back into the fight.
Yeah, he has one of the best survivabilities and close range. He's good. If there's someone up on a ledge, you can
Right,
go in.
exactly.
Even if you don't kill them, you force them off
Right.
it, and that kind of gives your team that space. And like we saw with East Tennessee, they were using all of their Cassidy ults was pretty much just to give them space.
Right, right.
Which is another thing you kind of do with Reaper, where it was just like, even if you don't get the kill, you force Lamp out, or you force Juno to use her speed boost. So it was kind of really exciting to see that, and I'm sure you're really excited about
Yeah.
about winning the game, making those slight tweaks. What are your thoughts on the Kings Row game, man? That was like you guys had it, and then they just had
It
the
was
Ryan
it was
May,
close.
which
I
was
mean,
kinda-
we just kind of our alt economy we kind of fumbled it at a couple times. Alt planning is one of the things that we've improved a lot on, and I think we're going to improve even more on
Right.
to go, because a lot of times like if we just like Malga alt into a fight, it looks really good, and then Juno comes out, alt comes out, and then like your Malga just kind of dies into it.
Sweet,
Right. And it's like it's nobody's fault. Like I don't want to.
No,
but,
it's nobody's fault for sure. Yeah.
yeah. With it, just they're able to take so much tempo and aggro that if you don't reciprocate it, they just kind of walk.
Win.
Right.
Yeah. And especially like with Lijiang Tower, we were talking about it, the first point, right? You got picked off by the Mei like 2 times or something, and that kind of just like shifted the whole momentum. And
Right.
then you came back
Right.
and were able to regroup and just win Lijiang in the end. You
Yeah.
know? Which, like you were saying, like that momentum where it's just even one pick, completely
Yeah,
changes
yeah.
the whole trajectory of that round at least. But at the end there, you popped off,
Yeah.
you did your thing, you had your team behind you, and you were basically able to get your first win in Nace here. And now on to the next week. Because was East Tennessee basically around the same MMR as
I
you guys?
think so. I'm not really sure.
Got you. And do you know who you're playing next week?
Cleary.
Clear. Are they do you know they're a better team than?
I think they're top seed of our division. I'm not sure
Okay.
on that.
So it's
but-
going to be a kind of a tough one. All right. Well, stay tuned for that. And thank you for joining me, Basilisk, and thank you for making our team win tonight.
Oh no, it was a team.
It was a team effort. It was, but we saw the multiple triple kills, popping off. But yeah, stay tuned for more streams like this, and thank you for watching.